for me, I don't know if I learned anything, because this is what I thought he was. He looked exactly like I thought Malik would look as a rookie, making his first career start. He has great athleticism, but he looked overwhelmed at times. He looked indecisive. He looked undeveloped. And I know he has made strides in his footwork and mechanics and different things like that in practice from training camp till now. But in terms of on the game, his decision-making did not look as strong as it needed to be. He looked a little bit overwhelmed. His accuracy, timing, different things that make your passing game work were not as good as they need to be. So what I learned about Malik Willis is that he's not there yet, and that everybody that has been breathing down Ryan Tannehill's neck and rooting for Malik Willis to get in there and take over and pumping up this new era of Titans football needs to pump the brakes a little bit, because we saw yesterday that Malik is not ready, and he's not your starting quarterback right now, and your offense is significantly worse and more one-dimensional when he's in there. And that's not an indictment on Malik Willis, what he is going to be. That's not saying Malik Willis isn't the future of the Titans offense, but what that does say is that right now you need Ryan Tannehill. And right now you might have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, do we need Ryan Tannehill next year? Those are the decisions that John Robinson and Mike Vrabel are going to be faced with. I've seen some people, as we get to your comments on what you guys learned about Malik Willis, saying, well, he might not start till 2024. I don't know if that's possible, because he wasn't a first-round pick, because you don't have a fifth-year option, because you don't want to burn too many years of his rookie contract. But that is what I learned, Zach, is that Malik Willis is not ready, and that the Titans should value Ryan Tannehill even more than they already do.
Yeah, I think you said something that stood out to me. A one-dimensional team becomes even more one-dimensional when Malik Willis is quarterback. And that's not what you want, right? You want to be multi-dimensional. That is how you win football games on a consistent basis against really good teams. Yesterday, the Texans are a terrible team, but one-dimensional, right? And I think that he doesn't help you be multiple. And so let's go to the chat real quick and see what everybody else said. And I think we'll probably hear some of the same things that we just said, but in a different way. Christine says he's definitely not ready to take over. Noji says, be patient, not expected the second coming of Mac 9. I think that's fair. Tighten Up says needs to develop, more development from John. Jason says Malik is looking at the right receivers, but can't quite get the ball out quick enough. One thing that Caleb learned is that Tannehill is still going to be a Titan in 2023. I think it's too early to say that. I think we definitely know that Ryan Tannehill is better than Malik Willis. I'm not saying Malik Willis will be the starter next year, but we got to figure out how this season plays out. I think it's too early to kind of predict that. Needs time to develop from CJ. Learn that Malik needs a better time clock in his head. Holds the ball for way too long from Jonathan. Needs better decision-making from David. Jay says even yesterday's game was too fast for him. Needs some more seasoning. Let's see, Malik Willis might need an extra year behind Ryan Tannehill. Honky Tonk saying he shouldn't have even been drafted by the Titans. Learned that he's taking in coaching and learning from Lane. He's not ready for prime time. Needs to work on his reads to be more decisive. Definitely a rookie from Matt. Not ready. He has the sight, but not the mechanics yet from Tiffany. Might be a future trade there from Will Dawson. We'll talk about trades here later in the show. But look, I think overall there's a lot of comments. He is years away. He is the epitome of a developmental quarterback. And Sam, we can't get caught up, and it's hard to because you want to so bad think that you drafted Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and they're just waiting for a year to unleash the fury on the NFL. And it's just those are two anomalies. Those are two generational Hall of Fame type quarterbacks that got an opportunity to learn behind quality quarterbacks. Obviously, Brett Favre's a Hall of Famer, and Alex Smith was a quality quarterback in Kansas City. But you just don't you can't say that that's going to happen every time, you know?